All right, what's up, guys? Aaron from Great Lakes RC, and I got another new addition.
All right, so I picked up my first RLAARLO. I have no idea if I'm actually saying that right. And this one is what I call the mini Kraton. It's the Truggy version. I don't even know if they have a name for it. Let's see. It doesn't really say. My son is going crazy, so I'm sure you can hear kids yelling. Yeah, I don't even think they have a name for it. But all the buzz right now is on the I think it's a 12th scale desert buggy. So I was actually looking at that because that one's about 180 bucks. And then I saw this brushless, not brushed, because to my knowledge it's only been coming brushed, and it had an $80 coupon. This is on Amazon. I'm not quite sure what they're doing today if you looked, but it basically made it $150 before tax. So for me, that's an incredible deal, especially because it's brushless and it's all the updated stuff. So it comes, I put the blue body on because I like the blue body. I haven't put the stickers on yet. I did already give it a quick driveway test just to make sure it was working and all that fun stuff, and it easily wheelies. I scratched the top because I hit the brake, and the whole thing, the brake's really strong, it just toppled over. So when you get it, you got to put your wing on. So obviously I already did that. That's no big deal. It comes with also this body, which is this cool black looking body, which I like that. I like that there's two bodies in there. So here's the truck. Weird that the bumper's not attached, so I'm gonna have to get some screws and attach that. But it's got LEDs. These tires are awesome. It looks just like Kraton tires, man. They just completely ripped the look off, which I don't know how I feel about. Companies do this stuff. These Chinese companies, they just take, I mean, they're taking Losi designs, Arma designs, and then they're just scaling them down. So I guess that's the only good part, is they're not the same scale, but I wish they would come up with their own designs. So it also comes with a LAARLO, which basically this thing's ready to run. If they would have put in controllers or batteries for the transmitter, then it would have been ready to run. But it comes with a 2800 milliamp LAARLO, which is pretty chunky size. Here's what I normally run, a 1500 milliamp Ovonic. So it's very similar size, but yet this is 2800. So other things after I got distracted dealing with children there. Their wire management is kind of a bummer. It's just kind of all over the place. And the way they've set this ESC on here, it's on this block of foam that barely is stuck down, and it doesn't want to stay stuck down. So I'm probably gonna have to redo that, but there's not a good spot. You can see the ESC overhangs. So this is kind of seems like, you know, this is brushless. The original was brushed, so you can see they had things in mind for the brushed version, and now they kind of just stuck this stuff on top, which, you know, there's pluses and minuses to that. It's brushless, but it doesn't look clean. You know, it's not a good presentation in my view. So that's something that hopefully they'll work on if they want to keep making these type of things, and people really like this this brand. So this is the updated receiver. ESC, I think it's good up to 3S. I don't know if I'm going to run it on 3S. And then brushless motor. I do like how they have a fan on the heatsink. That's really nice. Don't know much about the servo. There's no specs on it that I can find. And then I don't know how I feel about this chunky switch, which is push button. I really like. It's wedged right up against the motor here, so I might end up moving that. There might be a reason that it's down there. I don't know. I feel like I might want to relocate it up here to get it kind of away from the motor. So it is pretty much all metal driveline. So these are CVDs up front, and then see if we can see it. The drive shaft, it's a metal drive shaft. It looks like there's a slipper clutch, so 2 diffs. Definitely sounds metal geared. And then this motor mount, this is a 1-piece motor mount. I know some of the other ones, the newer one I think has a sliding motor mount. So that's a 1-piece aluminum motor mount, which is great because most of the time they're plastic. And it has sway bars, so we'll see if I need the sway bars. So there's really a lot here. Oh, and the shocks are aluminum bodied, and then it's plastic caps. I think these adjustment collars feel like aluminum. The lowers plastic? Lowers are plastic, yeah. So all that is actually kind of amazing. Oh, and then adjustable turnbuckles everywhere, which on a car this size, looks like this one needs to be loosened up already. On a car this size, to have adjustable turnbuckles everywhere is a nice surprise. Nice to see. Ackerman bar is a little bit on the small side, but it is a little aluminum bar. It's kind of thin. We'll see how that holds up over time. And we got an aluminum chassis. So there's a lot of good here, a lot of nice things. For 150 bucks, it's almost kind of an unbeatable package. Let me grab the reflex. So proportion wise, it's definitely the same size as the reflex, and they're saying that this is a 14th. Yep, so that matches up. Same wheelbase. Looks slightly wider because of the tires, but boy, that's pretty much spot on wheelbase, or inside tire to inside tire. And then height wise, yeah, the only thing that it has that makes it look longer is this wing. There's no wing on the reflex. And the reflex, I've been running it quite a bit. These gears that are plastic, they already sound rough. So I was worried about that on the reflex, the plastic gears. And I might end up being that is an issue, but we've been running the heck out of this, and I almost wanted to buy another one of these. And then, you know, I saw this one, so I thought that'd be perfect to run both these together. So I now have 3 14th scale trucks. I'm starting to like these quite a bit. Oh, one thing about the suspension is it doesn't bottom out. So that means all that force is going to go into the shocks. Hopefully it won't be a problem because these are relatively light trucks. But I usually don't like that. And the front is not, I'm going to have to get in there. The rear is pretty nice. The front kind of sticks down. Like you push it down, it stays down. So I'm gonna have to look at the front as far as the oils and see what's going on. I don't know. It feels like it's sticking a little bit, whereas the rears are perfect. Yeah. So something's going on with the front. So it seems like RLAARLO has a few quality control issues, just a few presentation issues, but really for value for money, it's pretty incredible. 150 bucks. My reflex was 220, which I thought that was a great value. But if this turns out the way I think it does, I think it's gonna far surpass the Associated, but we will see. All right, let's see what other stuff we got in the box. Oh, the radio. So here's a radio, and these are not bad at all. I do not mind this, and I noticed these are Dumbo model. So a lot of people like these Dumbo RC radios. It's got I can turn down the speed, steering. These got these dip switches, which I think that's kind of older style technology, but that's okay. Yeah, they've got 2 steering and steering, so I don't know what that's all about. And then throttle and throttle. I think that's like a throttle, like an end point. And then this is actual throttle speed. And if you turn this down, you can basically turn it down to nothing, which is great to give it to my son. But it just kind of looks cool with this faux carbon fiber stuff. And then, you know, they got this fake little disc brake and caliper and brake there. So it's not bad for what it is compared to some of these other smaller ones I've gotten. And then their accessory pack. I like how the stickers aren't on there to start, so I can sticker them, because I'm probably not going to put so much stickers on. But you got your sticker sheet. We got instruction manual. I think it's got everything you need. Yep. Well, that's interesting. They show the switch on top, but mine's down by the motor. Huh. It's kind of weird. Yeah, so they got everything you need. Looks like spare parts. I got this on Amazon, so I think I'd be able to get it on Amazon. Droop screws, they show you right here for droop screws. That's nice. I'm sure I have these. I might do it because this truck sits up pretty high. Okay, we get a couple spare knuckles like that. A little tool kit with some spare body clips, which is awesome. These are ball end. That's interesting. And then you've got the blue. It comes with these red inserts, the blue to match the blue. So I don't know if I'm going to leave it to match the shocks or change it. Spare hexes, which I thought these hexes were aluminum. I'm going to take one of these off because I thought they were aluminum. And you got your charger, which I might just throw away. Oh, look at that. They got droop screws right in there. That's awesome. Okay, these are aluminum hexes. So that's awesome. In the bag, they give you plastic. I guess that's fine. But these are aluminum, which is great. Because they look like aluminum, so, I mean, the value is really stacking up here. These tires are really nice. I really like these tires. All right, I think that's good for an overview. I'll tidy up some wires and take it out for a drive. All right, here we are. Whoa, don't hit me. Whoa, or hit the car. First jump. Oh, that was an interesting move. So the shocks still aren't right. This car sits up way too high. So droop screws, I'm going to be using them. It's got a severe brake to it. I couldn't find a way to turn the brake down. I opened the front shocks up and they're a little low on oil, and I changed the position on the shock tower, and I think that was a mistake because now it's sitting high. It's too high up. This car's got good power. Oh, geez, see, it really wants to nose it down. Really good power out of this car. Really gets through the grass nice, like that. Oh! Yeah, it's really sitting nose high. Wheelie's easy. Easy wheelie power. And this thing rips. I love the tire squeal. So I can say this jumps pretty nice. I like how it jumps. Really good speed.
Wow! Yeah!
Good wheelie power.
Oh, no.
Like the lights on the front. It's definitely better in the stock suspension position for sure. I just don't like how those shocks don't have enough travel. I think they're too small. because the thing won't bottom out in the front. My son goes nuts with his Bezgar. So it mostly bottoms out there. This just does not bottom out on the front. I guess when you look at it all together, it's not bad. The back's still better than the front for sure. But I can put those droop screws in to lower it down even more. If I lowered it down just a little bit more, I think that would be better for it. But remote's good. The big tires definitely let it get through the grass. I really like that. So this thing is a very capable truck. Oh! This car might almost have enough power to do a backflip. Let's try. It might. Campbell, watch out, bud. Watch out, bud. I'm not committed to it. Definitely on 3S. No, it's not gonna backflip. Oh, it did backflip. Nice. Let's try that again. Nice. It backflips. Mini Kraton. Oh. Wheelies. Backflips. Nice. That servo is starting to find this servo to be the weak link in this package. I'm going to try to tighten up the saver because it's weak. I'm going to call this. This has been a interesting run. I still want to lower this. I'm going to put droop screws in for sure. I want to lower this down a touch. I want it to be about there is where I want it to be. Put it right, yeah, right about there would be great. And then I think that would help it. Overall, it's a fun truck. It's a lot squirrelier than I thought it would be. I don't know if that's because of the high center of gravity. I mean, it really does sit up high. The servo's pretty weak. I'm going to try to tighten up this servo saver because you can. So I'm going to try to tighten that down. And at 150 bucks, definitely recommended. Chassis took a little bit of abuse. That's good. No worries. Tires are great. These clips are, you know, I guess I got to run them backwards so I don't lose them continually. But I think that's it. So we'll catch you next time.